Hey, it's DJ. Real quick before we get started, I am running summer school before the fall rush on Patreon this July and August. What you get are 4 sessions bi-weekly focused on getting your practice ready before the fall inquiries pick up. They always do for me, and I believe they will for you as well. Let's get you ready. This is exclusive to Essential and Founders members. If you've been thinking about joining or upgrading, now is the time. School starts July the 8th. Patreon.com/privatepay. See you there. OMG, it is DJ. I am back for the Private Pay Practitioners Premium podcast. And oh my God, Natalie is back. Let me tell you folks, this one is going to be fun. She already sipping tea and coffee. Let's get into it. Natalie, welcome back to the show. Natalie is a licensed clinical social worker here in Georgia, where I am. She is, of course, the CEO of her own practice, Potential Realized, right?
Yes.
And you have like interns and all kinds of stuff. And what's new for you is you're now an EMDR certified EMDR trainer.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Listen, I told her when something different come back.
Yes, and I did. I'm here.
She emailed me immediately. I love it. Natalie is also the first Black EFT supervisor in Georgia. And Natalie, let me tell you, if I read every single thing that you got going on and that you have accomplished, we're going to be here all day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And she also is a PhD student, y'all. When she come back, it's going to be doctor.
Yes.
Natalie, tell us about you, honey. What is going on?
Oh my goodness. So first of all, DJ, thank you so much for having me back on the show. I love being able to hang out with you, whether it's in this space or other spaces when you're hosting networking events. Thank you for just the intentional space that you create for private pay practitioners. Like, I'm so grateful for that.
You're so welcome.
So you said what's going on, right? Like, I am, just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. You know what I mean? Like, trying to figure it out. So, I am building as I go. You know what I mean? Learning as I build, and it's a journey, but I wouldn't trade it for anything, right? Private practice life is, man, it's so much more than I ever knew that it could be. So I'm grateful to be in this space for sure.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, I think I have a similar experience.
Yeah.
But one thing that I wonder about is like I said, you have a whole list of things that you have going on, and I'm familiar with that.
Mm-hmm.
Do we do too much sometimes?
DJ, we do the most a lot of the time, right?
A lot of the time. Tell us about that. Like, what's your viewpoint on it?
Yeah, so I think, and when I say we, right, we do the most, I'm talking about Black people, right?
Yes.
And it's a learned response. It is what we have learned to do to cope, right? Like, this expectation that people have of us, right, in America specifically. So I want to be clear that I'm talking about a lot of the Black experience in America. We're not a monolith, obviously, right? There's so many other factors. There's SES status, there's, educational status, all the things. But I was just reading this the other day, how the one thing that we all have in common, that all Black people have in common, is the blue light in the rear view. And when we see that, the impact that has on us, like that fear that immediately gets activated.
I feel it.
Yes.
I turn the music down.
Listen, so you can concentrate.
Yes. Why is that in our DNA?
It is literally in our bodies, right? Like, our bodies have this reaction immediately to that. And it's because of the ancestral trauma, right, that our ancestors have experienced, but also it's about the secondhand, the vicarious trauma that we endure when we watch stuff like George Floyd, and we
Yes,
watch this
yes.
video, and not just George Floyd, all the other people, the
All the
Ahmaud
other ones.
Arbery's, the Eric Garners, the all of the people, right, that whose lives have that this system of racism, the criminal justice system, makes us think that their lives meant nothing by their behavior, right? We know different. We know their lives meant everything. And yet they are treated like nothing. I'm saying we are treated
We,
like we're nothing. That
yeah,
trauma response is ingrained in our bodies, right? Like it's here, it's present.
it it is. It is. My husband, listen, my husband's white.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He don't know. He don't know.
He don't.
When I'm trying to explain, he listens.
Yeah.
He tries to empathize. Now, let me tell you, I found a person who really tries to empathize. Which
Mm,
you can't.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
There's part of it he can, right? Because we LGBT, right?
yeah,
You can understand that little segment of it, but the
yeah.
black experience, you don't know,
Right. The intersection of it, right? Like black and
right?
queer, that's a thing. At the intersection of being black, not just your queerness, it's not
Right,
just your blackness. Now we have this intersection. So many
right.
added layers there. Yeah.
Yes, and it shows up in the work.
It
It
does.
shows up in the work. I spend so much blame time trying to tell myself, slow down,
Yes.
take a break.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do everything.
I gotta do it all.
While also hearing in my head that 15,000 things that I need to do.
Right. To-do
It's like
list.
this. Yes.
Yes. Yes. The
It's,
ever
yes. I
present
mean,
to-do list.
I see you making moves. You
Yeah.
are out here making moves. I
Yeah.
mean, you now are a trainer.
Yes. 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 Yes.
That is huge.
Yes. Oh my God.
Tell us about the process of becoming a trainer
Oh my
while
God.
also, I think, thinking about your own lived experience and how, like, what we were just talking about, how that trauma stuff, how it informs how we show up and how we push and how we, like, persevere, all
Yeah.
of that stuff. Tell us.
Yeah, for sure. So the process to becoming a trainer, first of all, this was like a 2-year process with Imdria. Part of it was that like I started the application process and then they changed their system. And as they were changing their system, nobody had access to do anything. And that I don't know, I don't remember exactly how long that went on. I don't know, maybe 3-4 months. But then they move into a different system. And then, the process it was for me, and this, I have interns. So those interns got some really good experience of how to develop a training program.
Yeah.
But of course, with my oversight, my guidance, but it was literally like you have to look at the rubric for MDRIA. You have to see what are the required components of an EMDR training, and you had to put all of that stuff in there to the T. So it was literally like me developing my own materials. Like, of course, Francine Shapiro has the outline, right? The map of what AIP is and what EMDR is supposed to be. But what I really appreciate about MDRIA is that I had the liberty to develop my own stuff and to
Mhm.
bring me into the work, right? To bring me into EMDR basic training. And with that, I have created EMDR for the culture that really centers anti-Black racism and EMDR for Black people. What does it look like, right? What do we
Mm.
need to be cognizant of when we're talking about treating Black people who have trauma? Like just even this idea that okay, I can go from phase 1 of EMDR is assessment and treatment planning, right? And it's
Mm.
where we get people to tell us about their traumas. Like let's identify the trauma targets that we're going to be treating. But like when I work with Black people, that there's nothing that's safe about that, right? Like, how am I making you go into all your trauma and I have no clue about whether or not you even have the resources? Like, are you gonna have an abreaction in here with me by me
Right.
having you go and part of EMDR, part of the way that we get those trauma targets is something called an affect scan, something called a float back. In a float back, I actually want you to be in your feelings. I want you to be in your body. I want you to be able to think about that traumatic experience, right? Like, what are the feelings? What are the emotions? What do you feel in your body with that? And I'm like, I did EMDR like the first with my first 2 or 3 Black clients years ago, and I was like, this ain't right. Like, they are having responses in here, and I don't know what to do with that. And ain't nobody talking about this. Nobody was talking about
Mm.
this in my EMDR training. So I knew immediately that I couldn't do EMDR the way that it was prescribed, right, to be done. And quite frankly, and you can jump in here anytime because I can go on and on about EMDR.
I love it.
Quite frankly, Black people were not included in the first studies. Like, Black people are hardly ever included in any type of a representative way in these samples that are done testing most of these evidence-based approaches. And so, of course, right? Like, they didn't know that Black people can't just go right into getting in their bodies and feeling their way back into their trauma without
Mm-mm.
possibly dissociating or getting outside of their window of tolerance and having like an abreaction. So that is what really not forced me. That's what led me. That's what kind of developed this passion for how do we make this work for Black people? And hear me, it works for Black people, right? Like,
Yeah,
I was a patient that got EMDR, and I do EMDR all the time with my folks, my clients. So it works, but we have to adapt it culturally to make it safe for Black folks.
absolutely. Absolutely. And I really appreciate that you have spent a considerable amount of time and effort to develop this training. And then I really hate that it has taken so long to get here. But
Yeah.
now that it's been approved, what's the next step?
Oh my goodness. The next step is we are doing an EMDR training. So, um,
Woo!
yes, 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 yes. Listen, in 41 days, 2 hours, 12
Another,
seconds, I'm looking on my website. I got to time.
another countdown.
Yes, the countdown. So, July 29th through August 2nd, we are having a training, and it will be both virtual and live for people who want to come to Atlanta or people who live in Atlanta and want to be in person. We will be doing it is a 40-hour live training starting on a Wednesday, going through a Sunday for all the people who like to try to front load their clients, make some money, and then go to a training. This is for you. Um, so yeah, and then
Smart.
just people who want to, like, here's the thing, right? Like, most of us out of our graduate programs, we were taught a little bit about a lot of different stuff, right? We were taught about trauma, but we weren't really taught how to help people process through their trauma to actually get to healing so that those things that they were left, like trauma, whenever it happens, it gets stuck in our brains, right? It gets stuck in our bodies. And so when something in our daily life happens that triggers it, our body is having a response as if we are reliving that trauma, right? Like, it
Yeah.
is feeling like it's happening again right now.
Today.
That's the way that
Yes.
your nervous system is responding. And so what we're trying to do, when we're in school, nobody's really teaching us how to help people heal from that. Like, how do we help them move through that and have an
Yeah.
adaptive response to this traumatic experience that they've had? And so, like, we get taught CBT and, DBT and motivational interview and all these things. And this is no shot or no shade to those things, but like, I'm tired of talking about my trauma. Like, I want to heal from it, right? Like, this
Right.
about it, this narrating it is not necessarily healing, right? It's just talking about
Right.
it. How do we get to the place where what the trauma left us believing about ourselves, about other people, and about the world? How do we
Ooh,
get to that place and reprocess that stuff so that I can stop thinking that I'm not good enough, right? Or I can stop thinking that I'm not safe. Or I can stop thinking that
yes.
I ain't shit. So here comes my cultural
Right.
MDR stuff. Like, I ain't shit or I am too much. That's another thing that
Ooh,
we
I
hear.
am too much.
I am too
Oh,
much, right? How do I, and even as I said it, like, I just got chills down my body, right?
yes.
Traumatic response that happens when we start to lean into these negative things that we really feel very deeply in our bones. You know what I mean? We feel those
Yes.
things so deeply. We can cognitively, like logically know, okay, like I know I'm the shit, right? We know that, but there is not a felt sense of depth to that belief. That's what EMDR does. EMDR helps
Yes.
you, right, to get rid of that disconnection. Let's reconnect
Yes.
this traumatic experience to more adaptive things that have happened in our lives. Let's connect to those things where we knew we were the shit, right? And think about that traumatic experience and let's reprocess that. So
Yes.
that's the beauty of EMDR, and that's what I want to bring to clinicians everywhere
Of
who
course.
want to work with Black clients. But the reality is that this training, you can take what you learn in this training and work with any client, regardless of their racial background. I'm just going to be heavy on the anti-racism, and my
Uh,
examples are going to be full of Black people and Black issues.
yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yes. Ooh. I mean, I got chills. I mean, this sounds powerful.
Yes, 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 yes.
What's the talk to us? Talk to us about the response. What you getting from people?
What am I getting from people? I'm getting questions, right? I've had two people like just this week schedule like a 15-minute quick chat with me, professionals, because they got questions. They want to know like, wait, hold on, what's going on? Like, what is this something that's for me?
Mm.
And so I have marketing stuff out there. Apparently, that's not answering their questions. So I'll do an FAQ once I talk to these two people to see like what are the questions that are coming up for people. But
Yeah.
like so far, people are like, oh, this is great. Yeah, like, but I have questions. So we have a few people that have already registered. So that's exciting. And I just started promoting last week. Like I just started promoting.
Your marketing is clear,
Yeah, 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 yeah. But
but sometimes we gotta do a little layer, another layer for
Mhm.
sometimes it ain't clear for some people, and that's okay. That's part of
Right.
the marketing too.
Yep, 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 yep.
You gotta consider. So the FAQ might help,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
I agree.
Because let me tell you, I have people in my own group posting talking about how's it to work with DJ.
I saw that the other day. I saw that.
Listen, it's no shade. It's
Yeah.
no shade to the people.
Mhm.
But listen,
Yeah.
I got we on YouTube, we
Hmm.
on Facebook. I got a couple
You everywhere.
I got a couple books. I got low entry fee opportunities.
You
I
do.
got and so people sent me messages like, why people keep putting this on your Facebook page? And I was like, I don't know.
Yes, yes. But
Bless that heart.
But you know what, DJ? Like, I think it's fear, right? So while we're talking about EMDR and trauma,
Yeah.
it's fear, right? Like sometimes the fear is like, what if I actually excel? Right? What if I succeed at the thing that
Mm.
I'm trying to accomplish? And DJ helps me do that. So then it brings up stuff within them. It could also be fear of what if this doesn't work? Because maybe I've tried this before with somebody else and it didn't. Like me, I tried it with the whole company doing SEO and Google ads and zero or
Zero.
zero,
I
nothing.
keep I keep hearing that story.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that was look, I got a little anger that came up right there. I felt that from wasting my money. But here we are,
Yeah.
right? And so I think when people are questioning, right, like that comes from a very a real place. You know what I
It
mean?
does.
We've had
It does.
experiences. Yeah.
It does. And so when people send me a message like, why are they doing that? I was like, they fear,
Mm-hmm.
fear,
Yeah.
and I feel it when I see it. I'm like, listen, anyone that's worked with me, feel free to say whatever you need to say. I am okay with all comments.
Yeah. I saw that and you were like, people here can speak freely. I love that. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
because I already been paid.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
You've been doing this. You wrote the book for God's sake on how to do this. Yeah.
I know.
And their fears are valid, right?
The fears are all valid. Absolutely.
Yes,
So if you're listening to this and you think I'm talking about you, I might be, but your fears are valid.
Yes, very much so.
Yes. And I'm just me. Natalie, when we in more private chats,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same.
Yeah, you are. That I can honestly say, like, I know what I'm getting when I come to anything that you're doing. Yeah, you're
Right.
consistent.
I told somebody the other day, I said, I ain't got time to be wearing different masks. I did all that stuff years ago, and
Yeah.
that almost killed me. Literally.
Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That
Yes.
was pre EMDR, you know?
Mhm.
And I just ain't got time for it. Like
Yeah.
I told my husband, I said, you get the same. Me talking to you right now is the same way I talk in this house.
Yes, period. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're just gonna get me, right?
It's just gonna get me. Because you know what, Natalie? When we talk about trauma, like my trauma was I couldn't be me. I
Yeah.
couldn't be I couldn't be black because all the kids thought I was white.
Mm, mm.
Because I remember people saying to me, "Will you speak English correctly?" What?
What does that even mean? What's
What does that mean?
yeah.
I'm white because I can talk? What is that?
Yeah.
And then I got harassed because I was light skinned.
Mm.
One of my uncles called me Casper,
Oh, wow. Someone
right?
black enough. Yeah.
And then I'm queer and I'm like, I live in the projects. I can't be liking,
Yeah.
boys. That I
Yeah.
don't see that.
Yeah.
So something wrong with me.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
gotta cover up. I gotta put the mask on. Then I
Mm,
was fat.
mm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Shit, it's still, I done slimmed down now, but still,
Mhm.
people still comment. People
Listen.
still be on the weight. It don't matter if you gain weight, lose weight. In the black community, they always gonna be looking at your weight.
Oh my goodness. And when you gain weight, you must be on drugs or you sick.
You, eh,
You are on drugs
or
or
you sick,
yeah. Mhm.
right? So then that's another mask.
Yeah.
Like I gotta depending on whose house I'm going to or who I'm gonna see, I gotta you
Yeah.
know I
Yeah.
gotta change it up,
You got a code
right?
switch.
I
Even
got code
within the
switch
black community. Yep.
in the black community. You got a code switch. That's exhausting.
Ooh, yeah. Very much
A-
so.
And then you get into undergrad, and
Mm.
I don't see me there. There's not a lot of me looking
Yeah.
there, so
Yeah.
I'm out of place.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't
Graduate school, out of place.
belong.
And then my whole life, people was like, "Well, you too quiet." I was
Hmm.
afraid to
I
talk.
don't know what it's right. I don't know what I can say.
I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody yesterday, I said, I can pull up my yearbook right now. They sitting right over here. And
Uh,
it says, people say, you need to talk more. Well, thank you. I have a whole show now.
oh my
In fact, it's my third show. Thank you.
yeah. Send them the link. Send them the link.
Right. So what I just kind of gave us was like this whole history of wearing masks to
Mhm.
survive.
Yes.
So when I show up in the private pay community, I ain't worried about what you think about me. I know I done showed up and showed out.
Yes. 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 I love
Because
when I get this birthday.
yes, because you know what, them insurance companies almost took me out. They almost took me out.
Oh my goodness.
I
I'm so
I
sick of
got a text. Yes, I got a text from a friend. He's
mhm.
in Seattle.
Mhm.
He is in the office space that I leased when I was like, let's do it.
Uh-huh.
He sent a text. He said, DJ, the Keurig machine that you left finally died 14 years later.
Uh-huh.
And I laughed. I thought it was funny as hell. But then
Mhm.
I felt a little sad,
Oh.
right? Because I had to transfer that lease, Natalie, because the insurance companies kept clawing back money from me.
Oh.
And I had to continue to pay my staff and my employees and not pay myself.
Oh.
And I was broke.
Mm.
I
Mm.
took out loans to pay my people.
Yeah.
They almost took me out.
Yeah.
I had to go get a part-time job.
Mm.
You know, I feel emotional about it because this is why I show up every day and
Yeah.
do this work,
Yeah.
because I see the people having similar experiences and it breaks my heart.
Mm. Yeah. Oh.
So I can't listen. I won't tell you all the people that I have helped for free.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to name drop, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
those people were in places that I'm familiar with. And if they
Mm-hmm.
came to me and said, DJ, I can't, and I said, I can,
Oh.
you
Yes.
know,
My goodness.
yeah, I'm about to cry.
Oh
Natalie,
my
why you come on my show about to have me up in here crying?
Oh my God, that is so moving, DJ. Like you have experienced, you done been through the hell that is
Oh,
working with insurance companies, trying to do and doing good work, right? Serving the people who need therapy, serving the
yes.
community, offering, having employees, contractors, whatever you were doing, but making sure that their families could eat, and you over here starving
I
because
literally,
yeah,
and was going through a divorce at the time.
ooh, oh my goodness, that
I know.
bad.
And listen, when I put out that little Substack last week, and I
Mm-hmm.
talked about the fact that I had to leave my office and go to my house to see my clients
Wow.
in my den that didn't have no windows.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
And no
Outside.
windows.
Oh,
But
good.
they came.
Yeah.
They followed me, and then they kept showing up.
Oh,
And I
sweet.
still got one of them clients, Natalie,
Really?
all these
They like
years
they coming
later.
with you. It don't matter what
He's still coming.
yeah.
That was forever ago. He's still coming. He's still getting help. He's still doing the work.
Yeah.
And followed me from multiple places because when I started transitioning off, I was able to pay a little more for an office, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and
Yeah.
I was comfortable. I was comfortable in my office. I had to drive to Seattle every day. That was a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but then COVID hit and I lost the office again. And you know what? And oh my gosh, I remember when COVID hit and my girlfriend, Ann, she's a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, what you gonna do? And I said, I ain't going nowhere. She was like, DJ, she's like, it's an epidemic going on. I don't know nothing about that. I'm going to this.
You're like, what? No, I'm
I'm going. I'm going to this office that I fought in sweat, blood, and tears
yes.
for.
Yes. Yes.
And then
You
they
belong
said,
somewhere.
and then they was like, the world. It felt like the world was ending, and I was like, and I gotta give up my office.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, oh my lord, I gotta go get me some EMDR. Because this stuff coming up, Natalie coming on my show, doing all this. Listen, yes, but that's what I'm feeling it, right? I'm feeling it. It was another loss. Like
Yeah.
I have fought so hard to get that office, and then I lost it
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because it was like I ain't paying rent on something I can't get to.
That part. And then I imagine for you, like I'm just thinking about like the culturally relevant stuff right here too. Like stereotype bias, right? Like are people gonna think that I'm a failure because I'm black, right? And black people are
Always.
lazy and we don't work for nothing, right?
Oh,
We just want a handout. And so like the stress of let me work harder at this so that I can show up and prove that I'm worthy of this. I'm worthy of keeping this office. I've worked
right.
hard. I've been through hell and back trying to keep it. I had to get a
Yes.
loan to try and keep it.
It,
You know what
oh,
I
yeah.
mean? Like all
All
of
that.
that is in the background. So when we talked earlier about doing the most, yeah, we do.
We
It's
do.
how we cope.
We do. We
It's
do.
it's how we
Which
like that whole idea you were talking about belonging earlier. Part of us feeling like we belong is living up to certain standards, right? Now, yes, like I feel like we're both, it's something about when you hit your 40s, right? That it don't matter about you. It's just like, whatever, I'm about to do me, right?
Yeah,
I've been living trying to meet everybody's expectations for so long now. Like I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and now I'm about to live my life the way that I want to, in a way that brings me joy, right?
yeah,
And all of that is beautiful and it's good and it's amazing. And we still live in a very racist United States of America, right? And we still have those things in the background a lot of times playing, right? Those old scripts
of
kind of
course.
playing that we have to live up to the expectation, right?
Of course. Of course. And, you know, we in the South, we in Georgia, and I don't know about your neighborhood, but in my neighborhood, they got the flags out.
Listen,
They tell they tell you who they are.
they'll let you know exactly
They
what.
let you know. I, I love my house, but I'm also
Mhm.
aware.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because, and I listen. And when Halloween came, and I was like, "We skipping that house,"
yeah. Yes, yes.
because I don't feel safe.
Mhm.
You know, and
Yeah.
that's so sad. It is so sad. But you know what? I still get up every day and I think about how I'm gonna help somebody.
Yes,
You
yes.
know,
Mhm.
and that's why I have a new mentorship program. I have
Mhm.
three mentees and they're doing
Mhm.
really well. After it's only been like a week or two, but they're doing really well.
Wow.
And you know, I just feel so fulfilled
Yeah.
because you know what? The bills are paid.
Mhm. Mhm.
The only debt I have is, you know, like my house
Oh, okay.
and the damn lawnmower.
It's a riding lawnmower.
It's a right, and I ain't been on it. Cause why? Cause I
It's
have trauma from that stuff from when I was a kid.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I did the MTR on that one too. And now I get to choose
Yes.
instead of feeling fear about it. Uh,
Yes.
yes, I love that you are bringing EMDR to the culture. I
Yeah.
mean, we need it,
Yeah.
and you know we got to reach the people because
Yeah.
there's so many Black folks out here hurting and
Mhm.
don't understand why they're hurting. I
Yeah.
know probably 1,000 of them. They
Whew.
just out here hurting,
Yeah.
and then you know, and they hold stuff, and they think that they're supposed to,
Mm.
and then like
Mhm.
you got secrets and listen, I'm just going to tell you a little thing real quick. Like
Mhm.
I lost a relative recently,
Mhm.
and I didn't really know the relative because how segregated like the family is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And come to find out the relative had cancer
Oh.
and died, and we thought it was suddenly.
Mhm.
No, they've been suffering for years,
Yeah.
for like 3 years. And
Mm.
so then we had people who was mad that they didn't know,
Hmm.
right? And then you had people who was upset because they've been suffering for 3 years with them,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
And then you had me who didn't know nothing, who
Mhm.
found out through three other people who
Mhm.
found out on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow.
There's so much trauma in all of that,
Mm, mhm,
you
and even
know?
responses of people, right? People are
Right.
upset for different reasons.
For different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this young person, younger than us, 30.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
And
Wow.
it's like, and then there's this other part where, like, because I have some chronic health issues, and
Mhm.
they're always asking, like, you know, who had this, that, and the other thing. I don't know
Right. Right, right, right.
because they don't talk about it.
Mhm.
So when I get hit with a chronic illness or something, somebody else might have it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
have no clue. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Wow.
mean, I think we are living with just so much. And
Mhm.
so if you and I and all the other Black clinicians and other clinicians of color can get out there and help heal our people,
Yes. Yes.
not for anybody else, but for
But
us.
for us, yes, we
Ooh,
need this. We need this. You just said something that was so profound to me. You talked about how Like you have chronic health conditions, right? A lot of times chronic health conditions are just the manifestation of the stress on our
Yes.
bodies from the structural oppression, right? Whether we're talking about racism, sexism, right? Like all the isms and the
Homophobia.
yes, yes, that
Yeah.
the isms and the phobias, exactly. Right. And just the way that it taxes our system. Like there's this thing that's called allostatic load. And it's like the wear and tear literally on all of our biological systems, right? As a result of this stress. And it makes your
Yeah.
system have to work so much harder, right? Trying to get everything back in balance, trying to refine your homeostasis, right? And
Right.
so your body is going crazy trying to figure it out. And then your body starts attacking itself. Hello, autoimmune disorders. Cause it's like,
Yeah.
what's happening here? Like, this is too much stress for me to
Yeah.
handle.
Since I was a child,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have just been in and out of medical facilities, and
Mm.
they're like, we don't know what's wrong with you.
Hmm. Right.
That is like the thing that really ticks me off. Is like, I'm over here suffering and you ain't got no answer.
That part. In pain.
In pain. And then, I was recently diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and there was some judgment about that 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, that's made up or whatever. But apparently it's legit, because there's no medical, other than what I've been going through, there's no like clear medical explanation. And
Mm.
so now it's like, oh well, here's this thing that the bucket.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is probably what it is. It's like, what?
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
we be feeling it, Natalie.
We
We
do.
be going through it. And listen, white folks go through their stuff too, right?
Yeah.
But they got a
100%.
whole lot more resources.
They do. And also, so there's this another type of systemic oppression, right? Is the fact that there's this idea, like this is a superhumanization bias, is what it's called, like in theory.
Mm.
This idea that like black people are like we have some type of magical physical abilities, right? So like our pain, they think that our pain threshold is way higher. So like when we come in and we can go to the doctor and we complain about our pain, it gets dismissed. It gets completely like dismissed because it's like, oh, okay, well, you're fine, or like with a lot of black women specifically when they're having,
Yes.
these pains in their body from like women's reproductive
Yeah.
is oftentimes dismissed. It is not diagnosed as quickly or as often compared to their white counterparts because people really think that black people are superhuman. Like they think that we can endure all this pain. Like there's a study that talked about when people were surveyed, they literally believe that black people can defy physics and run way faster than is humanly possible. Like this was found in an actual study that people really do think that black people are superhuman. Like we are otherworldly. Like we can handle so much, whether we're talking about pain, whether we're talking about stress, whether we're talking about like all the shit, the racism and stuff that we have to continue to overcome. And it's like, oh, you're fine. Pull yourself up by the
Right.
bootstraps. You got this.
Right. And
Yeah.
they depict that in media too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
100%.
really do. They
Yeah.
really do.
And so
Man,
no wonder we have autoimmune disorders and
of course.
issues with our biological systems and fibromyalgia and
Yeah,
all of these other things that are 100% stress induced is from our environment,
right.
all of the stress. So yeah.
Yep. And somehow we run successful businesses.
Somehow, somehow, oh my God.
Some Somehow we run successful businesses and create trainings and programs, and we
Yes.
have things that are trademarked and copywritten. Yes, yes. And it's so hard, because not all of us get to have those opportunities, but the fact that you and I and everyone else that's kind of in our position are kind of paving the way.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
paving the way, right? Like you're doing with your interns. Like
Yeah.
you saying, like, Now they know how to create a program, a training program,
Right, right.
right?
That's accredited and that actually people can take and actually know what they're doing. Right, right.
Listen,
And impact the world.
so you're saying your training program, the
Mhm.
EMDR for the culture, is accredited
Mhm.
through EMDR,
So it is accredited was the wrong word. It's approved through
approved.
through EMDRIA. So like you can go out there, you can probably go on Pitsy right now and find
Yeah,
something about EMDR. Let me assure you that that is not going to prepare you to do EMDR.
right.
Okay, so you will have just
No,
your money. EMDRIA in America, EMDRIA is the organization that approves and, like certifies therapists and trainings, right? So even if it's a regular continuing education training, they're the ones that have to approve that to say, okay, yes, this meets EMDRIA standards. Yes, this is a good training, or no, it's not. If they're not
right.
approved, then it is just no, that's not a good training for you to take to be able to prepare you to go and do EMDR.
EMDR, yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And I love it that this your program is the basic training. This
Yeah.
isn't just come get some CEUs for renewal.
Right. Like now, do that too. Like
Yeah,
this month, do that too. Right. It is a renewal year in Georgia, by the way. And so this program is actually 35 hours of clinical CEs and then 5 hours of ethics. So if y'all ain't got your ethics yet, come on and get them through this program. But it is also everything that is required to be able to practice EMDR. When you are done with this training, you will have everything that you need to know to go out and actually do EMDR with your clients.
mm,
Yeah,
fabulous. Now
100%.
let me ask you this: will you have another training for folks who have already been trained in EMDR, like a
Absolutely. So, right.
refresher?
I actually already have a refresher. I did that back in April. So it is also available if you want to go and just watch that to learn like the culturally relevant components that you
Ooh,
can bring into EMDR. So that is my EMDR for the culture refresher. It's like a 2 hour program. It's already online. You can go online and buy that if all you want to do is watch that.
how much is that?
It's 197. And now, just a really quick caveat, that is not approved for any CEs. So it's not approved
Oh,
for ASWB, which is what the regular one is approved for. ASWB, nor is it approved for EMDR credits because EMDR or EMDR wants me to pay them some more money to make it have CEs. And I'm
that's
like,
a whole nother conversation.
I already paid y'all for this live. Why I gotta pay y'all again to make it available for anybody to just go back and watch it? But
That's a
okay,
whole
MJ.
nother
Yeah.
conversation.
So I'm like, I push back some stuff. I go along with to get along, right? Like I went along with this process so I could get approved to bring this training to my people, and for our people. But some stuff I'm just like, I ain't finna do that now. So
Hmm,
yeah. But
hmm.
yeah, both trainings are available. One, the refresher is on demand. You can just go link and just buy that and watch it. The other one will be on July 29th, and that is the basic training that anybody that wants to start doing EMDR, this is the type of training that you need.
Natalie, I am just so happy and proud
Oh,
to know you and see you and witness what you are continuing to do for the culture. So
thank you, DJ.
thank you. And now I feel like I need therapy. And listen, I lost my therapist.
Oh my goodness. Listen, get you a good therapist. Listen, I had my therapy yesterday with my therapist, okay? And
Yeah.
it's virtual, but it's amazing. She is an EFT therapist and an EMDR therapist, and that's what I needed. And let me tell you, I looked for her
Yes.
for over a year before I found her. It's hard to
I'm
find.
on a wait list.
Are you okay?
I didn't know I was going to ever be on a
Oh
wait
my
list
goodness.
for
Oh,
the therapy. But
good.
my previous therapist recommended this person, and she's
Okay.
like, I won't have nothing until July. So
Mm,
I have reached out to several other people. It just didn't seem right. I talked to
yeah.
her for 15 minutes. It seemed like, okay, I'm here. I'll try.
Yeah.
So July, come on.
Yes. Listen, I'm excited for you. Listen, good
Oh,
therapy will change you. I mean, like with therapists, we know this.
we
But
know
to
it.
be
We
on
know it.
the other side of it, good therapy will change your whole life.
Yes.
It will help.
Now keep changing. Keep
Yes.
doing the things. The culture needs you. It needs everything that you have. And I know that you are working hard. You're trying to get this PhD,
Yes.
right? You over there training, interns. You
Yes.
seeing all these clients, but please make sure you're taking care of you, because
Yeah.
that's the thing that I have learned through all of this.
Mm-hmm.
All that damn trauma will tell you that you ain't worth taking care of,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just got to keep taking care of us, and then we can show up and help the people.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of us first. 100% thank
Yes,
you for saying that. I appreciate that. Yeah.
of course.
The-
Well,
the-
Natalie, you have an open door invitation, honey. So come on through whenever you got something that you want to talk about, because I'm over here and it's my show and I can talk about whatever the hell I want.
Period. Period. I love this space. Thank you. Thank you for the space. Will.
Natalie, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Everyone, I have been DJ Burr, and you know where you can go find Natalie. But Natalie, tell us one more time, and then I'm going to put it in the show notes. Where can they find you?
Yeah, so to register for the training, it is nataliemilom.com / EMDR basic training. So if you want to be in the building or on the computer getting this training July 29th through August 2nd, then head on over. If you are just looking for therapy and or even supervision or consultation for EMDR or EFT, you can head on over to my website, dopetraumatherapist.com.
Absolutely. They're
Okay.
going. All right, Natalie. All
Thank
right, folks.
you.
DJ Burr here, signing off for Private Pay Practitioners Premium Podcast.